Hi everyone, this is Martin. Welcome to this week's video, and it is called How to Trade with an Edge. Okay, what the heck does this famous and much overused term trading with an edge really mean? Have you ever wondered yourself? Simply, it means trading in a special way that puts the odds of winning in your favor. And this is where I start to hesitate and question online gurus whenever they mention this. I want to separate this much used term from its shiny existence to a reality that's a bit different. And I want to explain how you should interpret its true meaning. I want to be clear about one thing. Trading with an edge does not guarantee you overwhelming success like the online gurus want to tell you. The markets are sometimes random, and price can change at any time, making you scratch your heads and, worse, make you feel helpless. To gain true value and power by trading with an edge, you must first understand who you're trading against. Then you need to become like this person right here. Take a good look, guys, and see what he is doing, okay? So only then you'll have a truly understanding of what trading with an edge really means. Okay, let's dive into this week's video and also see what happened with our free trade signals this past trading week. I'm going to show you the charts of the free trade signals in just a moment, guys. We're going to look at the entries, the stop losses, the take profit levels, and see exactly what happened. But before I do this, I want you to take a close look at my humble disclaimer right here, guys. You can pause the video, read it in your own time. And importantly, I want you to be always wary of your risk factor. And remember, this is an educational program. I'm not trying to give you any investment advice. Okay, so let's take a look, guys. This is me right here. My name is Martin. Take a look. I'm a proud Canadian trader. There is the Canadian Maple Leaf, okay? And I've started a program about a year ago called the ABC Free Fork Signals. All you have to do if you want to receive my free signals is to send me your email address to mine right here, mskyj007@gmail.com. You send me your email address. There's no credit card. There's no obligation, guys. I will be sending you free signals. And let me tell you something, my signals are terrific. Okay, let's dive right into the video. Here are the trading signals I did send out last week, guys. Now, from the previous week, and not this week here, November 8th to 12th, but the previous week to that, there are no trades held over. So we'll go right into this past week's trades. On November 8th, I did send you an email to buy the New Zealand CAD. This ended up being a loss, guys. We limited our loss to 93 pips, okay, and that's because the price closed past our DTL. It's a special moving average we have on the charts, and guys, you'll learn a lot by just watching this video. I'll explain the DTL in just a moment to you, but the main thing is we did limit our loss. So this was our first trade signal, November the 8th. Now, on November the 9th, I sent you an email, sell the Australian US dollar, guys. This was a huge win for approximately 83 pips, which negated mostly this first loss here. Now, price did hit the second take profit level and went just a little bit further beyond that, okay? 83 pips, very good. Now, the next and last trade of last week, November 10th, was to sell the EURICAD. Currently, it's in just a slight negative loss, but just slightly. And I believe at the beginning of this week, this trade is going to end up being a winner. So my direction to you, if you still have the trade open, keep this trade open. Let's see what happens the next day or so. And I believe price will hit at least our first take profit level. Okay, so this recent week, we had a total loss of only 10 pips, guys. That's pretty good. That's limiting our losses with the trades we take. So that's really good. And for overall, from the start of October, we're still up 425 pips, guys. That is fantastic. Okay, and there's going to be more winners this week. So let's get right into the first chart. This is the buy New Zealand CAD. Okay, and let's take a look, see what happened. Now, here's the signal I sent to you on November the 8th by email, and I send everything by email, guys. So that's all you have to do is receive the email from me and just follow my directions. This is the copy of the trade signal. You can see I give you the, let's take a look here. I give you the buy entry right here. I give you the stop loss. I give you the first take profit target and the second take profit target. Excuse me. I put them on the charts here. The entries right there, the first take profit, the second take profit level, and the stop loss right here, guys. And we did get into the trade. Let me just get this out. Okay, so right here, this was our entry. We got here at the close of this candle. Okay, and this, take a look, guys. I mean, this is still an uptrending pattern and a complete reversal from the downtrend. Okay, so you can see downtrend made a reversal, huge momentum candle up. But then from this point on, we really didn't get too high. It kind of kept going in a sideways range. And I thought for sure this candle right here, take a look, guys, a huge momentum candle, no upper or lower wick at all. But just a good solid momentum candle. And I thought for sure we're going to hit our first take profit and our second take profit. You can see right over there. It did not. It completely reversed and crossed our DTL line. And if you want to know what that is, that's the 21 EMA moving average. So take a look. When price crosses here, we have a hard and fast rule because we don't know what's going to happen from this point on, whether it's going to continue going down. In this case, it went up a bit. But anyways, we close our trade automatically when price crosses the DTL. Okay. And take a look at this candle here, guys. I just want to take this off. So the actual close of this candle is lower than our stop loss. So we were actually stopped out with our stop loss of 0.8819. So we saved a few pips. And like I said, price did close a little bit lower than that. So this is good, guys. We had our stop loss in place. Nothing to worry about. And now let's continue on to the next trade. And this was the big, huge winner to sell AUDIUSD. I issued the signal on November 9th, guys. Let's take a look at what happened. Here's our entry, 0.7374. We got in right there at the close of that candle, okay? And let's take a look, see what happened. From this point on, price actually went down lower, okay? So from here, went down to here, hit our first take profit levels of 0.7334, and then went down to here and closed right there, a little bit past our second take profit level of 0.7305. Now, for those newer traders, I just want to talk about a couple of things regarding the stop loss and how we manage our trades. So once we got in right here, okay, at the close of this candle, and the closes of our candles always close at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time zone. Okay, just letting you know. So once price went down lower and hit our first take profit target, we immediately move our stop loss 0.7460. That's one of the rules. We immediately move it lower just past our original entry, which now becomes break-even point. So even if price right here was to go backwards, okay, or retrace, we would still end up with a few extra pips here. But the main thing about our program, what makes it so unique, is that we actually open up every trade right here. Here's the entry, 0.7374. We open up with two positions, not just one, but two. So we have two trades going. The first trade automatically has our first take profit level in place along with the stop loss, and our second position does not have this first take profit level in place. It does have the stop loss, however. So the first position would have been stopped out with a really good profit. You can see that from here to here, okay? And our second position is now right here at the close of this candle, and we let it run for more profits. It went down lower, and as soon as you saw this candle, the next rule is on the second position, we would move the stop loss. Okay, so this is the stop loss move. You can see past our original entry. That's for the second position when price did hit here, but now we move it to just past the first take profit level once price reaches the second take profit level. Okay, so even if price was to go backwards or retrace, we would be stopped out and we'd still make money, quite a bit of money on our second take profit level. So hopefully you understand that. This is called money management. It is so important, and it is one of the key things that I want to talk about, trading with an edge. That's what this video is all about. Okay, so let's now take that off and let's get on to our third trade of this past week. Sell EURICAD, guys. Here is our entry, 1.4332. Our stop loss, 1.4456. Our first take profit, our second take profit. Guys, all you have to do is enter a trade whenever I send you the signal and just follow the directions. So here we got in right here at the close of this candle, okay? And you can see the next day it went up all the way, came back down, but did not close and cross over the DTL line, okay? And this is where you keep the trade open. You do not close both positions. So if you open this trade with two positions, both your positions are still open, even though the price has gone up and closed right there, right? But we're still below the DTL. So keep the trade open. The next day, price went right down. You can see it's closed right there. And I believe at the beginning of this week, price will continue to go down and at least hit our first take profit of 1.4291, if not more. I've drawn in this support zone right here, and you can see price should be able to go a little bit past here and even into this blue zone right here to hit our second take profit. Now, price comes down lower. I may want to adjust the second take profit level. I may want it just up a bit higher, but I'll let you know. And this is the beauty of my free trade signals, guys. Once I send out the trade signal, every day after that, I give you an update. All you have to do is follow my updates and follow my instructions, and you'll be okay. You are going to make money, okay? So that's the program. Now, that is, those are the charts. I want to get on with the actual lesson, trading with an edge, okay? And let's take a look here. Okay, so first of all, and I started off with the preamble right at the beginning of the video. You have to understand and know who you are trading against, okay? For you to even understand what trading with an edge means, and for you to get to be able to get to this state, you have to know who you're trading against. And right off the bat, I'll tell you really importantly that you're going to be put in an unfavorable position right from the beginning once you start trading. Why? Because you're trading against various world super traders, guys. Super traders. Who are these super traders? Okay, well, I'll tell you who they are, and guess what? They are the central banks. They're the ones that control the money. They're the ones that control the price levels. Only they know what they're doing when it comes to where price is coming and going. Okay, so this is who you're trading against. You're not trading against the thousands and millions of other traders. Yeah, you are trading against some of the huge investment the smaller banks around the world. You are, against some hedge funds and that, but really, your main opponent is the central banks from around the world. And that's why, they know what they're doing, and most likely you don't. And that's why you are already in an unfavorable position right from the beginning. So I just need you to understand that. That's step number one in trading with an edge. Okay. Now, what do the banks really do? Well, only the banks know where they want price to go next, right? Only they know. They're the boss. They establish new trends at the levels they want price to change course. They reverse, and this is important, they reverse price at certain levels to start accumulating profits and exit to get ready for turning the markets in a new direction. They cause huge price reversals sometimes, or pullbacks that seem random to all of us, to you and me, right? But they know what they're doing, right? When price goes in a direction, you can't understand what's going on, and maybe you've even followed the fundamental analysis, and you're following world economic news, and sometimes price doesn't seem to make any sense. Well, guess what? Somebody knows what's going on, and they are the central banks. Again, remember, you're trading against these super traders, and they're the ones controlling price on the charts that you see, and they're the ones that know where they want price to go next. Okay, so it's as simple as that. And if you understand that, that's step number one in becoming and trading with an edge, or becoming a good trader and ultimately trading with an edge. Okay, so let's take a look here. Know your benefit. As a trader, you need to put on your superpowers. Well, that's interesting. What do you mean by superpowers? Well, superpowers that can put the odds in your favor. So again, now this is step two. You know who you're trading against, but now you've got to step up your game, put on your superpowers, and get ready to trade against the central banks, right? So the first thing for you to do is get ready to anticipate the bank's next move. Okay, that's really super important if you can understand that concept. Whenever you're trading, always anticipate where price is going to go next. And remember, who's controlling price? Well, the central banks. Okay. Now, how do you do this? Well, they will show you, the banks, the central banks will show you on the charts with directional clues. Most traders lose because they trade against the central banks, like they're trading reversals instead of trading with the banks. And they ignore the major trend and momentum candles. So those are the big clues that we want to look for on the charts, guys, okay? We want to look for the major trend and momentum candles. And that's exactly what we're going to do next. Okay, we're going to look at several charts. Okay, this is the Euro USD daily. That means each candle here is a daily price movement here, and I'm going to show you the clues that the big banks leave on the charts. You can call them footprints and that, but they're designed so that if we can spot them and we can find them, we want to follow and understand what the banks are doing next and where price is going to go. So let's take a look here. Again, you can see here we have a huge uptrend, and perhaps due to a resistance area, we have a turning point here. We can look at our indicators below to help us understand where price is going as well. But here's the first one, guys. Take a look. This is a huge price movement. Well, you can take a look at this one as well. Huge price movement, big, huge momentum candle below, and that's probably first clue, the reversal. Price comes up just a wee bit, but right there, this is a confirmation movement in the same direction right over here. Again, this is a very large candle, guys, and so that's where the banks are really showing their footprint, guys. And then what happens after a big move? Usually there's a bit of a retracement. Then look at the size of this candle, guys. So you can see right there with the size of this candle that this is a major footprint. The banks are showing their cards, and they obviously want price to go down. Okay, so right there, and then I'm going to move on, just scrolling the charts here. Okay, now price comes up again. Okay, and you can see there's a resistance level, and then take a look at the size of this again right here, this huge momentum candle. Okay, it's just like the body is absolutely huge compared to the previous 10, 15, 20 candles right here. So again, price is ready to come down, and then price reverses. Here is a small indecision candle, guys, but price is still below the DTL, which is the 21 EMA. And again, take a look right here at this candle, another huge candle to the downside. So remember, there's no indication right now that price is making a reversal to the upside. It's all downhill for the Euro USD. Okay, and let's take a look. Now here we have a reversal. Okay, and I didn't mark this in, but again, this is one of my favorite patterns. I want you to take a look at this, guys. Price is coming up. Okay, so obviously there's a complete reversal here. Okay, reversal. Price is coming up, but then there's one candle back, one bearish candle, and then a big price movement up. And guys, right there with this candle, that's the new trend going forward. This is where the banks are coming in again and pushing price right up. Actually, banks came in right down here because they pushed price down in the beginning, but they're accumulating right here, and then now price is going up. And I want to take this off because we are getting a bit messy. So let's move the chart over. Price has now come back down again. Take a look, another huge candle. Here's a clue. This is an engulfing candle. It engulfs the previous white candle, which is very small. And notice the tail or the wick above this white candle. Okay, so price went up, but it was rejected by the the bears, and prices ends up here. But this one is the candle, the footprint that the banks are showing. You would get in right there and looking for price to come down. And of course, the reversal happens when price starts to maybe cross over the DTL. But take a look right there, guys. Huge momentum candle. It's also an engulfing candle. Okay. And finally, another huge momentum candle downside. This is a false breakout to the upside. Always on a reversal, always be wary of false breakouts, especially big candles. In this case, went down and it's continuing to go down. Another huge momentum candle to the downside. So that was the Euro USD. Okay, this next chart is the New Zealand USD, and you can see here all along price is kind of in a sideways upwards channel. It's indicated here by the indicator below that there's still strength to the upside. But take a look right here, guys. We have one huge momentum candle to the downside right over there. Okay, and again, what often happens, price with a huge candle to the downside, we often have a reversal. But remember, if we're entering here, our stop would be here somewhere. So price reverses, and this is where you have to have the patience. And again, remember, this video is called Trading with an Edge. So that's one of the key things for you to trade with an edge is you've got to gain or inherit this trait. It's the most important thing in trading. It's just having some patience. So price went up, but then here you can see price went down again and kind of going sideways. But even if you entered here, remember, price could still come down to the low here, right? But price did just kind of went sideways. But here's our next huge. Remember, banks always show huge candles, and they're usually with momentum. The momentum shows right here, and of course from here price went right down, right? Okay, so that happened there. Let's move this chart along, and I want to show you this again. Price has, okay, I'm just kind of drawing in a trend line. Price has been going up, okay, and you can see sideways again. It's kind of a chart pattern where you could anticipate price coming down. Here it is. Price crosses below the DTL. It's a huge momentum candle, guys, and of course price went right down. Now we have a reversal, and again, remember what I said. Most of the time with reversals, you have a huge reversal, retracement. Price comes back down just a wee bit. So this is a reversing pattern, but here's one of my favorite things. This right here is a continuation trend candle. Like here, we're trending up, but this now confirms we're trending in a bullish trend, and you can see what happens from here all the way up there, right? Okay, so let's just continue along, and again, downtrend here, guys, and take a look. Again, this is the reversal right there, right? Here's the reversal. Again, look, up, down, and through, and closing over the detail line, right? But with this candle right there, that is the huge momentum footprint that you can follow. So you would get in there, your stop loss would be there. And again, look at that, riding all the way to the top. And again, now we're into a reversal. Prices hit the resistance area, price come down, came back up to retest this area. This is a huge momentum candle to the downside, guys, and there we go, right? Okay, so that is the New Zealand USD. Okay, this is the last chart we'll look at just to show you the huge footprints and the clues that banks leave behind. This is the British Pound USD, the daily chart. Let's take a look, guys. Right over here, price, basically this is a double bottom. So price went down, price went up, price went down, rejected off this area here. Now price is coming back over again. You can take a look at this candle. It is a lot larger, so it's a bit of a footprint, a lot larger than the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. So you can see your price on the downside was weakening with the small candles. Price is still weak as it's going up in small little increments, and it finally blows right through the detail line. And again, a good point to get in. Showing with the indicators down below. Okay, so price comes back down again. False breakout to the downside, because remember, now we're in an uptrend. So when we're in an uptrend, we want to beware of the false breakouts to the other side. Okay, so price went up. Okay, so price went up here, down, and then made a new higher high to the previous high. Okay, and that's what we mean. We are in an uptrend. Price comes back down, makes a new lower low to the previous swing low. Okay, price goes up just a little bit. Again, take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small candles. Big wick above here. The rejection by the bears. I'm sorry. And price, big, huge candle to the downside. But again, this is where we have caution, guys. Take a look right here. Strength is still basically to the upside. This is just probably one of these bank pullbacks, retracements where they're going to accumulate new positions right over here and drive price right up. And that's exactly what happened. But this is the candle that you look at. Okay, another huge inside bar candle. This is the first step to accumulating. Price goes sideways, and right here, this is a confirmation of the continuation of the uptrend, guys. And getting in here, stop loss here, and you would ride it up there. Okay, so that is what's happening with the banks showing their clues in that. I just want to move the chart a little bit over. Okay, and you can see price went up to here. This is a resistance zone. Price touches 1, 2, 3, several times, does not want to go higher, finally comes back down. This is the first candle that closes below the detail line. The indicators right here is showing that the upside momentum is decreasing rapidly. Okay, and finally we get this. Even if you did not get in there, then you would get in either at this candle or at this candle. This is another big momentum candle, guys. And down price goes. Down price goes here. Price is going to retrace. And again, anticipating what the bank's going to do next, guys. This is super important. Now we're in a downtrend, right? We're in a completely downtrending pattern, okay? And we can expect further downtrend, okay? Especially take a look here. Over here, the momentum is increasing to the downside, okay? And with this candle, again, take a look. You could have gotten in there. Continuation trend to the downside. And so it goes. Let me see if there's anything further on this. Yeah. Okay, so price come back down. Again, take a look at this reversal pattern. Price come down. We were in a downtrend all along. It's reversing. Price goes up to here. So 2 candle reversal to the upside. But then we have a resting candle right there. And then price breaks right through. So I love this pattern. Up, down, up. and you could have gotten in there and you would have gotten at least to there, right? For some pips. And again, now price then afterwards. And by the way, we're anticipating take profit levels as well, right? So we don't just get in here. We actually have take profit levels in place, okay? And I'll talk about that in just a moment. And again, you can look at previous videos to know what I'm talking about. So price here continues basically on its downward decline, okay? Right here, you can see this is a market cycle timer. It's on the down slope. And then right here, we have a huge momentum candle, much bigger than all the previous 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 candles, much bigger. So price looks like it's going to come down. It did in just, well, from here, I should say, sorry, getting in there, you would have made pips right down to here, okay? And we're almost finished. Let me just move it over again. So again, here is another entry, but right here, this is the big, huge momentum candle coming down to here, okay? Coming down from here to here. Price goes up, expecting a continuation to the downside, but take a look, guys, at this huge candle. This is one of these big, huge bank candles where price is massively being pushed down to the downside. Okay, and let's see what happens. So price to come down. Price here, you can take a look at this. Take a look again at these small. Again, I'm trying to talk to you about the difference in size of candles, which is super important. So price is going up, but did not come past the detail line, did not cross. Look at the small. Look at the size of the candle. Small, 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 small. Rejected here with these upper shadows, right? Rejected by the bears, and then all of a sudden the bulls take over. And here's the bank comes in, pushes price up above here. So with this pattern right there and then up, that's a great strategy for getting in, and you would have made all the pips up to here. Okay, and then finally, price reverses. This is a huge momentum candle gain. Take a look, guys, at the size over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 candles, maybe even 12, 13, So anyways, take a look at this. Definitely momentum to the downside, okay? And we would be getting in. Price comes down a bit, reversal. Again, patience is the key there. When this happens, guys, and it happens often with my free trade signals, you don't get out, you keep the trade open. Price did not close above this DTL line. And look what happens with this next huge momentum bank candle right there, guys. That's exactly where price is going to go. It's going to go down, okay? And that's what happened there. So this was the British pound USD. Hopefully you can get some information from this. And again, you can replay this video anytime you want to, again, reinforce the idea of looking at candles as clues by the banks on the charts, and they often give clues as to the next direction that price is going to go and also as to momentum. Okay, what are all the superpowers you can use to give you a trading edge and trade with the banks? Remember, you're not trading against the banks. You don't want to trade reversals if that's not in your strategy. But the best strategy is to trade along with the trend that the banks establish. So again, what are your superpowers? Well, number one, watch for and adopt the bank clues for price direction and momentum candles right on the charts, okay? And we just did that exercise. We looked at 3 different trading currencies, and I tried to explain as much as I could about direction and momentum with the size of candles. After entering a trade, you exercise extreme patience and expect random price reversals, right? There's a reason for price reversals. There's profit taking and price after a big move to one side, price does come back, does reverse in another direction. But the main thing is at that point in time, you have to look at the chart and see, are you predominantly in a downtrend or are you in an uptrend? And as an example, if you're in a downtrend, price reverses against you and starts going higher, have the patience to hold on to the trade. And remember, if price hasn't crossed and closed above the DTL, if you've taken a sell trade, then you don't close it. You keep your trade open. Okay. Next, maintain a strict control over your risk, and always establish your stop loss on all trades you take. It's so important. And throughout this course and throughout my free signals, I'm always talking to you about the stop losses. And every free trade signal I give you the stop losses. So all you have to do is follow the program and follow the instructions. Next, obey reasonable forecasts of your take profit levels and never close trades too early. Okay? By that I mean, I give you the take profit levels, the take profit 1, the take profits 2 level. Have the patience. If price is going in our desired direction, according to my free trade signal, just hold on to the trade. Don't close it too early. Don't make up your own judgments, and don't trade against my strategy, because then you'll miss out on the big profits when price does go and hit the second take profit level or further. Okay. Now this is important. A lot of online gurus talk about R&R targets like risk to reward 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. In other words, meaning one level of risk to 3 levels of profit, for instance, or meaning reward. I mean, often that doesn't happen, guys. It really doesn't happen. And I use a different system altogether. I use the ATR to indicate where my take profit levels are. So again, if you're looking for 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, that's often unattainable. This is what the online gurus want you to do. And often if you're just randomly waiting for price to hit your second, third, or fourth profit target, guys, it often doesn't. And guess what? Price can reverse really quickly and you lose all your profits. Okay, so don't do that. Try to figure out another way to establish your take profit levels. Here, next, have an exit strategy to close your trades. There has to be an exit, because you can't just keep price. You can't wait for price to do its thing. Again, sometimes the markets are random. They don't go the way they're supposed to go. So if price reverses against you, write down on paper or follow my program, because we do have specific rules for closing a trade. And finally, accept losses and move on to your next trade. Okay, so these are the superpowers that you can adopt for you to give you this edge on trading. And I want to clarify this, because a lot of other trading online guru trading traders, they don't really fully explain the whole concept, what trading with an edge means. And hopefully this clarifies the situation for you as well. Okay, and then finally here, and this is exactly where I'm going with trading in an edge. In other words, you need to become a puppet master. Again, take a look at this picture here. This was at the beginning of the video. Do you notice his hands? He's controlling the charts. He's controlling price. Well, he's not controlling price, but basically he's controlling his own destiny. And that's what you have to do. You never leave the Forex game to chance. You need to control the levers of every stage in your Forex experience and decision making. You become the boss in your trading, not the actual price or not the trading experience, but you've got to become the boss and figure out how to make it work for you. And that when you do that, and you know how to limit your losses and maximize win, then you become the puppet master, guys, right here, like this trader in the picture. You're the puppet master of your own destiny. And that's what trading is all about. Okay, and that's what's going to give you an edge. So we're pretty well finished. The last thing I want to say is, when you fully understand that you have the power within yourself to control your trading success, then you will be able to trade with an edge and become a winner. Okay, so that's it for today's lesson. Hopefully you understand that. If you want my free trade signals, guys, send me your email address. I'll put you on my VIP list. There's nothing to buy. There's no credit card or anything. You get my free trade signals right into your inbox. Send it to right here. This is my email, mskyj007@gmail.com. Again, mskyj007@gmail.com. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, guys. Hopefully you learned. This is me again. Cheers from Canada. Make sure you subscribe if you're a new trader, and hit the bell icon to get the YouTube videos right in your inbox. So take care, guys, and don't forget to hit the like button. That's telling me that you gained some information from this valuable video. I look forward to giving you more free trade signals. Happy trading next week, and take care. Bye for now.